Let's talk about chunky notebooks. If you're like me, you love chunky notebooks. You like notebooks that have enough pages to last you for a long time, sometimes a whole year. And today, I want to share with you different varieties and different options for very chunky notebooks that you can find easily on Amazon and other stores. So let's begin. Let's start with this stack here. I will let you know the number of pages in each notebook or journal, and then GSM I will put it up on the screen because there are so many of them and I don't want to get them wrong. So let's start from the top here. Right here before you is B6, and it's a sterling ink common planner. This one is made from Tomoe River paper, and as I mentioned, it is B6 and it has a variety of pages. So this is a 12-month full year planner, and sterling ink common planner is unique that it has all kinds of layouts. It has annual, quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily. And these daily pages are actually blank pages. They are numbered, but they have nothing on them, so they can really serve as a notebook or a journal if you need to. And because it has a full year worth of pages, as well as monthly, weekly, and quarterly, and so on, this particular planner / notebook has 520 pages for you to use however you find like. So definitely recommend. It is a really nice, very thought out planner / notebook. Has a lot of pages, has a beloved Tomoe River paper, so you can use a variety of pens, including fountain pens in it, and you can use it for a whole year. Next chunky notebook here is Moleskine expanded. So this one is in soft cover and it's size A5, and this here is a plain notebook in graph paper. It also comes in plain and lined, and this notebook can be whatever you need it to be. You can use it as a bullet journal, you can use it as a regular journal, you can make it into your own planner with lining out the pages, you can use it with stickers, however you need to use it. And it is an expanded one, so it comes in 400 pages, so definitely a really chunky notebook. Just look at it, and it can give you so many options with so many pages. And with 400 pages, if you use page per day as a bullet journal, it will definitely last you a whole year as well. Last one in this stack is Midori MD. So this one is Midori MD journal, and it is called One Day, One Page. They also have a planner or diary that has monthly and so on layouts. This one is just plain notebook. This particular one is in dot grid, and it is really nice, this beach glass blue. It has tear off corners, so then you can mark what page you're on. So as you go through pages, you tear them out, and then they serve for you as a page marker as well. Again, as I mentioned, it's just blank, so you can use it for wherever you need. Beautiful paper, very fountain pen friendly. You can use it with variety of pens and highlighters, and this one has 368 pages, so one page per day plus extra 5 pages to use for whatever you need. And of course, if it's a leap year, then you have 366 pages, and then you have 4 pages to use for whatever you need, be it maybe annual layout or maybe a page for your goals and so on. But definitely is thick enough, as you can see, to serve you for the whole year. And if you don't want to use it as a page per day, as I mentioned, you can use it for a variety of uses. You can use it as a regular journal, as a bullet journal. You can draw up your own pages and make it as a regular planner or a budget planner. You can use it for your ink swatches or art. Definitely beautiful and very useful notebook. In the next stack here are the smaller options. So I have 4 different notebooks here in 4 different sizes and number of pages. So let's begin. This one here, I'm sure you've seen it in many of my videos, and this one is Moleskine Pocket Daily. So because it is daily, it has at least this many number of pages, plus it has monthly layouts, plus other miscellaneous layouts. So this particular one, just like its cousin expanded, has 400 pages altogether. You have daily pages here, as I mentioned, pocket size, and then you have your monthlies in the beginning right here for every month, and then it has a miscellaneous like a year at a glance calendar kind of view. Definitely a really cute option. It is pocket, it's easy to take with you, very small size while having so many pages. So the beauty of this notebook is that with this little pocket size, you have a really large number of pages that is very easy to take with you. Yes, this is a planner, and so pages are stamped here with the days of the week and dates, but that's pretty much all that is on those pages. So you can definitely treat it as a journal and ignore the dates, or do journal day a page, or use it for planning. There are definitely a variety of ways you can use this really cute notebook, and it is from Moleskine, so it's widely available on Amazon or in a lot of stationery stores, so you can easily find it. The next one here is a passport size. So this is Moterm companion or passport type of cover, and inside here it holds this adorable notebook from Create with Pen. So this one is true passport size. This one comes in graph paper. This is Tomoe River paper, and look how chunky it is. So with this tiny passport size, it has all these pages, and because it's Tomoe River paper, which is very thin, this tiny little notebook actually holds 544 pages. So look how many. So you can definitely fit a whole year if you journal or if you plan day per page, plus weeklies or monthly. You can fit a lot of different things in here. You can use it in a variety of ways. As I mentioned, you can use it as a tiny planner with page per day. Of course, you can use it as a bullet journal. You can use it just for to-do list or just regular journal. These pages are plain, so you can just write longhand as a kind of morning pages, or you can plan in here, or you can memory keep in here. Definitely so many possibilities in this very tiny format, but with so many pages in it. Next one here is A6 size, and even though it's a Hobonichi cover, inside actually is a sterling ink common planner. So just like the larger B6 planner that I showed you earlier, this one has a similar format, it's just in a smaller size. This one is A6 here, and just like its B6 counterpart, it has 520 pages. Because this adorable planner has all these views, it has year at a glance, it has the pages for your kind of yearly plans, it has quarterlies, it has monthlies, a monthly classic on the 2 pages, it has weekly here, and then after weekly it has all the dailies. Dailies do have numbers on them, but they're not filled in. So as I mentioned earlier, this kind of notebook can be used as a journal, or you can use it page per day. It has your weekly and monthly layout, so if you want to plan in the front and journal in the back, you can do it like that. But with all of these pages in this very small portable format, it has 520 pages for you to use in whichever way you need. So it's definitely wonderful, very thought out format, very thought out content. And because it is Tomoe River paper, you can use it with fountain pens, and of course you can use it with gel pens or ballpoint pens in a variety of ways. Obviously also highlighters, stickers, all the things. Definitely very cute and very useful and very easy to take on the go. And the last one here is the one with the most pages. So in this Moterm A6 cover, I have Midori Hibino. This one is for 2024, and this was the most sought out notebook I felt, or planner, in 2023 and also in 2024. And this particular one with this small format actually offers you 2 pages per day, and because of that it has a ton of pages. Look how chunky this notebook is. It's actually a planner, as I mentioned, 2 pages per each day, but as you can see, formatting is very minimal. Each spread only has a month, the date and day of the week, and a tiny calendar here with a timestamp, but otherwise it's just a graph paper basically. And with so many pages you have per each day, and then you have also monthly spreads. Of course, with monthly spreads you can use them only as monthly spreads in a variety of ways still, but the dailies you can use it for planning. There is an invisible line here to split it between like tasks and journaling. There are so many videos on YouTube that show you so many different ways you can use this small layout. And with these many pages, with offering 2 pages per each day for the whole year, this tiny notebook has 768 pages. Incredible. In this small format, it is a Tomoe River paper. As you know, it's very thin and allows you to pack so many pages in this tiny notebook. As far as this size, as I mentioned, it is A6, so affords you a ton of pages in a very small format. You can fit it into this A6 cover, just barely, but you still can. Take it with you on a go and look at this chunk. I always thought it was so cute, and I just couldn't get over how chunky this notebook was, and I definitely had to have it. As you saw, unfortunately, I didn't end up using it, but because it offers pretty much blank format, it can be used in a different year, so I'm definitely looking forward to using it in 2025. And this last stack here has the thickest of them all, definitely in A5 size. So all three notebooks here, there are three of them, are in A5 size. These A5s are slightly different from each other, and I mention that as I go through each of them, but these notebooks have the most number of pages of all the notebooks that I own in this size. So let's look at them. A5 size is pretty standard in your regular notebooks, and I feel that it's the most practical size when you want to take a lot of notes, or if you're a heavy journaler, or if you really need a lot of pages and you don't want to run out of space, or if you are trying to keep your year all in one notebook but you need a lot of room. So let's start here from the top. This brand here is pretty new to me. If I pronounce it correctly, hopefully it's Myquilarius. And this one hails from Spain. It has a recycled leather cover, 70 GSM, soft cover, and this one is squared. This specific notebook, look how thick it is. Yes, it has this many pages. Chunky monkey, this has 600 pages. I was just so surprised when I found a notebook that's not this thick while managing to have 600 pages. As I mentioned, this one is in graph paper. I love graph paper, so I try to find notebooks in this type of paper whenever I can. This one, I really love the way the binding is. As you can see, it has this rounded back, and because of that, it allows notebooks to lay flat. So if you like soft cover flexible notebook, this one is definitely for you. I haven't started in this notebook yet, but as you can imagine, with so many pages, it can be used in so many different ways. Bullet journal, you can use as a longhand journal. It can be used for notes or studies. If you want to write a whole book longhand, you can definitely use something like this for this kind of purpose. With so many pages, you know, the world is definitely your oyster with this kind of notebook. Next one here, as you can see by the red label, is Moleskine. So let me take it out. The new way of Moleskine, they do not do the paper bands anymore. They just put this little label on the plastic wrap. So I already opened it to be able to show it to you. But what this one is an 18-month planner. So I showed you the Pocket Daily Planner. This one is also daily, but it's for 18 months. As I mentioned to you, Pocket Daily had 400 pages, but because this one is 18 months, it's obviously has way more pages than that. I actually was watching video from See With Kisses, and she mentioned that right now, as we are in the middle of the year, you can get some of the Moleskine planners for way cheaper than they usually are, because we're 6 months through the year. And then she had a good point that a lot of these planners, the pages are pretty blank, so you can actually cover the dates and use them later on with whatever else with a different date. So I decided to check out, and I didn't realize that dailies actually came in 18 months. Look at how thick this notebook is. So with 18 months here, let me open it up. It is formatted just like the Pocket Daily, but just in a larger A5 format. As I mentioned, even though these three notebooks are all A5, the one I just showed, this one and the one underneath, the first one that I just showed you actually is wider than your regular A5. Moleskine is actually narrower than your regular A5, but inside you have your very familiar Moleskine format. You have your title page, you have year at a glance, and then you have monthlies. Each month is on one page, so they're kind of narrow, but because notebook is A5, it's actually plenty of space to note down like a birthday or appointment or something like that. And then you have a number of pages that Moleskine has for like traveling and different timetable for every month, so that's pretty cool. Just kind of like opening of the year, and then you basically have 18 months of daily pages. There is a page per day, and they're all in this format. you have the day of the week, you have month and the date, and then just a page. On the Sunday you don't have a timetable, but on other days you do, and then weather, and that's it. So basically you can look at it as a lined notebook. Yes, there are dates here. You can easily overwrite what date it drops on which day of the week, or you can ignore them, put them stickers over them, or white them out, and basically use it as a lined notebook. You can use it as page per day, but you can also use it as a journal. You can use it as a bullet journal. You can plan in here. You can write things in here. With 18 months of pages in here, 18 months of daily pages, this thick notebook comes at 608 pages. Imagine that. So many pages. It's like a dream come true. I don't know about you, I love thick notebooks, and with these many pages, it's just like wide open world, right? Wide open spaces to do whatever you need, to write whatever you need, and never run out of pages. Definitely not within a year. And the last one here, you might have seen it in some of my previous videos, is just a super thick notebook. It's just dot grid pages with no page numbers. Again, you can use them for anything you want. This particular one is in like a dark gray dot grid. It has plenty of pages. They're nice and thick, so they can handle a lot of different pens. I just got it on Amazon. They also have this same format in lined pages. I did like the dot grid. Actually was trying to find graph paper, but they didn't have it, so dot grid was the closest one I could find. I use it just for journaling, for notes, for brainstorming, for whatever you want. This one is from a brand called Sayeek, S-A-Y-E-E-C, and as I mentioned, it's just a dot grid notebook, and this is the thickest notebook that I own, and it comes in 720 pages. Yes, the Midori Hibino that I showed you is probably the thickest one as far as the number of pages at 768, but as far as the A5 notebook, this is the thickest one that I own. As I mentioned, it has 720 pages. So basically it's about 2 year worth of pages if you use page per day. Yes, of course, 365 times 2 is not 720, but if you split maybe page for weekends sometimes, you can technically fit about 2 years in this really thick notebook. Or if you want to use it as a bullet journal, or if you want to use it for endless pages. Actually, I think one of the really great uses for this kind of thickness of notebook are the morning pages, where you write 3 pages every morning of just stream of consciousness. And if you don't want to worry about running out of notebooks often, doing this kind of writing every day, you can definitely consider something as thick as this. And as I mentioned, you can easily find it on Amazon in different colors of cover, and if you want it to be lined, they have that version as well. And there you have it, chunky notebook heaven. As you can see, there is no lack of variety of notebooks that you can find on the market with a large number of pages, be it B6, Pocket, Passport, A5, different makers, different types of papers, different types of covers, lined, dotted, grid, whatever your heart desires. You can find a lot of them on Amazon. You can also find them on the manufacturer's websites or made by small businesses. They are so versatile because they have so many pages. You can use them for your daily journaling. You can use them for bullet journaling, all planning, brainstorming, morning pages, whatever you want. Some of these are planners, some of them on notebooks, but because they have so many pages, they can be used in both manners, vice versa. And I hope that I gave you some options if you were looking for a notebook that will have enough pages to last you a year. Definitely to have some peace of mind that you can write at your heart's content and not worry about running out of pages anytime soon. And in the description down below, I will put links to all of these notebooks so you can check them out for yourself if you want. And I hope you enjoyed this kind of video. In the comments down below, let me know what is your favorite chunky notebook, what is your suggestion. Share with us if you have some other cool finds of notebooks or journals that have a ton of pages. And if you like this kind of videos, please like, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. And until then, you take care. Bye.